Hi everybody, for my video project I've chosen something personal to me. I've decided to focus on K-pop Korean barbecue and bar. I've worked there for a couple of years. I've gotten really close with a lot of people and I think I've grown a lot over the past couple of years working there. It introduced me to Korean food, but it also gave me a better lens on Korean culture, community values, and even helped change me a little bit as a person.
For those of you who don't know, K-pop is an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue restaurant. It's kind of like family style. Everybody chooses between a couple of options of all you can eat. Each meat is portioned out to feed the whole table. Everybody cooks it together. Everybody eats it together. Here you can see some sides and appetizing meats all being cooked together to create one big family meal. The nature of ordering all of this together is part of what brings you together. Everybody kind of decides as a team what they want to eat, and you assemble a feast just like this one with some included banchan, some sides and everything to go through it, so you can really customize your experience, and there's something for everybody. When I first started working here, I honestly thought of food in way more simple of a way. Food was just kind of something that you ate when you were hungry, but Korean barbecue has challenged that mindset for me, just by the nature of eating. With the grill sitting in the middle of the table, everybody has to cook together, everybody shares the same dishes, there isn't really one plate that belongs to just one person, so the meal becomes more interactive and it kind of slows people down and encourages more conversation. You're not just eating, you're more, it's more of a vehicle to hang out. And through this shared eating environment, I started forming real connections, I felt like. My coworkers from many other Asian backgrounds became some of my closest friends. During slow shifts, we would talk about our lives, our experiences, holidays would pass together, and we would talk about traditions and what made everybody who they are. Beyond this, we bonded. I live with a couple of my coworkers now. I climb with my managers almost every day. My social circle has been doubled, if not tripled, by the amount of close, meaningful friendships I've made along my journey of working here. Food became the starting point for cultural exchange, and the more I learned, the more comfortable I became. I realized conversation doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be shared. Over time, I broke out of my shell. I became more confident not just at work, but in my everyday life. In our course, specifically the cuisine unit, we've discussed how food carries cultural identity and meaning. It's not just about nutrition, it represents more than that. It's history, locality, and a passing down of shared knowledge. At K-pop, I see this every day. The side dishes, the marinades, the cooking techniques, the different meat selections, they reflect traditions brought from Korea into an American town. The restaurant creates a cultural space that feels distinct. Korean music plays, the language is spoken, the style of eating reflects these collectivist values. The group experience matters more than the individual plate, and the community shines through because of that.
A comparison that I see culturally with this kind of eating compared to like American eating culture, so many American dining habits are rushed. People often eat alone, they'll eat in their cars, they'll eat while they're distracted. It is really just like a subconscious action of eating, but under this cultural lens, it seems like this kind of eating requires a lot more presence. You're cooking together, you're waiting together, you're eating together. It becomes a whole event almost. It's like a community gathering. And that emphasis on togetherness really does, I think, reflect a deeper cultural value of community and shared responsibility to contribute to something for everybody to enjoy and bond over. I think it's really special.
I've had customers come in completely unsure how any of this works. They could be in a bad mood because of their job, their day, their relationship with each other even. I mean, people will really come in a vulnerable, aggressive state sometimes, but once they start cooking together and understanding how everything's going and just immersing themselves in the meal, it seems like something almost shifts. I've had tables come in that I hated the first time I served them, but the second time after the experience that they've had, they're regulars for weeks now. The energy completely changes. Conversations get louder, more inclusive, people stay longer. The food becomes something of a bridge between people, and that's what it became for me too. It bridged my anxiety, it bridged cultural differences, and it fostered friendships and connections that I can enjoy for years and years. In summary, working at K-pop Korean barbecue has brought me closer to Korean culture, as well as opened the door to experiencing other Asian cultures through the friendships that I've built because of it. What started as employment became education. I've learned that food is not just something to eat, it is a social structure, it preserves culture, and it creates belonging. It creates identity. And for me personally, it helped transform social anxiety into connection. Through shared meals, I found community, and that's something much bigger than food.
방앗을 당기면 하나였던 우린 둘이 될 거야 마지막으로 손이나 잡고 있을까